What he's going to be chasing here up against Peterson Crisanto. Should be a fantastic fight between these two rookies. Peterson, he's had some great performances this season. The big result hasn't come yet, but maybe it's going to go down here at Jeffreys Bay. Stop number 6 on the championship tour.
And here's Seth Moniz up and during the break. Layback snap. Has some time to just drop beautifully down and then power off the bottom into that snap. Look at this wave. It's a beautiful wave. Gets a little tube time. There's another section there that he kind of went around somewhere in that ride. His connection to the wave and maximising the potential that was in it. Got a little miscarried for a while. That last ride, oh, the judges have raised the bar, raised that lid significantly. Here's the scores coming through. A 9-3, Ronnie.
Yeah, looking good, isn't it? Meanwhile, out there in the lineup, Seth Moniz is up once again. Heat 14, up against Peterson Crisanto. Had a 5.83 on his opening ride. Adjusted well after a sloppy performance in the seeding round. In the elimination round, really settled in and now starting to find his place in this lineup.
Nice wrap before he pulled through the back of that one. Got to get some big set waves, as you said. Replay, Seth Moniz first turn, beautiful. Second turn, little smaller face, tinier turn. Third turn, flaring out of the top. Driving, pumping, waiting for the opportunity. Hasn't had priority, so figures I may as well go for something big, beautiful layback wrap there. And he drove it and kind of got it flat towards the lip. Really good timing, but unfortunately came unstuck.
Well, it's been all about Seth Moniz in the early stages of Heat 14. But Peterson Crisanto now wanting to get in on the mix. Taking his first ride here and doing quite well with it on the outside. And the big finish, impressive, right there.
You see, he got up early. It was someone else's right of way. They didn't get it. Look at the face on this wave, Ronnie. It's just beautiful down through here. Nice and steep, and it's allowing him to just drive off the bottom and tee off the top, creating points all the way down the line between some vertical re-entries, some wider wraps, and then their little layback into the last floater turn here. Bang! Vertical and aggressive. Great ride.
On the east of us, and then this southerly flow, which is generally what we're going to see. Always the low is going to win. It was just a matter of when. We're seeing that now, and with that happening is that wind is turning more south, so we're getting a little fluff on the outside portion. Still real nice and clean on the inside, but we will keep an eye on that.
That was insane. Love watching that kind of surfing. Coming down the line, the commitment, out the back. Look at this. Oh, big turn in the bowl. Love watching these guys go out. The conditions out here absolutely conducive to just high performance surfing. This thing might double up on the inside, it looks like. As this thing comes through, it's going to be a hard one. Two swells coming at the same time, splitting apart. So a lot happening in the lineup right now, guys. Mariah's out the back as well.
One of those illustrations of how much this country has changed for the better over the years. Here we go, Seth up and riding.
Well, let's see if he can put up a number to match the solid score from Peterson Crisanto. Nice contact with the lip in a transition manoeuvre. Now goes to that rail, smooth off the bottom, up into the hook again. And now the wave starts to slow up and Seth is able to draw that board through his turns, getting some nice redirections back into the pocket, gathering some speed for a big finish here on the inside. Swings that tail around. Great variation from start to finish. Should score pretty well off the bottom into the pocket of his rides, and redirecting his board is super impressive. But Peterson Crisanto's kind of killing him on wave selection at the moment.
And here we go. Let's have a look at the replay. Nice snap. Thing I particularly love is how much board is in front of him. He's always got, you can see there's a length of board and a size to his equipment that looks just right. Things got beautiful right around this inside when he went from the float to this flaring blowtail inside turn. Great finish from Seth.
Probably didn't have the quality in the wave, again, that Peterson Crisanto found earlier on, Barton, but definitely did some great surfing as the Brazilian rookie gets an opportunity again.
Couple of big rail carves there.
Yeah, really leaning that board over, committing to those moves. Finds a bit of accidental cover as he makes his way through to the inside. And he's going to, again, plan a nice big floating re-entry on the end section.
Wow, the two rides that Peterson's had have just continued to deliver. I felt like that wave was going to be over 5 turns ago. And let's watch this one from the outside. Drives off the bottom. Kind of bigger, more open rail wraps. As you can see, really burying the rail, really driving into it. And it was around this part where it started to stand up again. I thought, oh, this one's kind of done. I don't know that it's going to continue to deliver. But deliver it did. Straight up into a vertical hit, into another vertical hit. And it just grew as it kept going. Final closeout maneuver. Jeep Leaders jerseys, one of those things that's great to have, but sometimes it can be a bit of a false economy because someone with their throwaways may be actually ahead of you once they throw those away. So, got to take that into context. Up and riding, Seth Moniz.
Well, Seth, he's trying to get himself back into the lead here because Peterson Crisanto's had great wave selection and surfed his waves very well for a couple of decent numbers. Seth's doing some fantastic surfing on some medium-sized rides. And he's going to have to explode down the line here. You can see he's switched on.
Oh, yeah.
And loading up for the big float to finish. Needs a solid score, though, 7.67.
I feel like there's that chance, that opportunity maybe to go to the air. I don't know if that was part of his thinking towards the inside there too. There looked like there was a moment where it was contemplated. Consequential of taking himself out of the lineup for something that didn't improve his position. Seth with the beautiful wrap comes down, waiting for this thing to stand up. The low line starts to deliver. Up into the lip. Around that section, up into the lip again. Another wrap, so a lot of great work being done. Board looking good. See, I feel like there was the contemplation.
And here's a replay of Peterson Crisanto.
Going for the big turn early. Kind of mistimed it a bit and got stuck behind.
And although he kicked off the year on an incredible run, he's now going to have to overcome a bit of loss of that, some loss of that momentum and gear up for a big run at the back half of the season. We're going to go to a quick break. When we return, another big heat hitting the lineup. Don't go anywhere. We're bringing Joe Tapel and Martin Potter for the call.